Good morning, students. Today we are going to um, study the last topic of the biofertilizers, that is mycorrhiza. So mycorrhiza is one of the, you can say, type of biofertilizer, and a mycorrhiza is an infected root system, and that arising from the root of the seeded plant. So here you can find out a plant, and here this plant roots are infected by means of the fungus, and this association of fungus with the root system is said to be mycorrhiza. So today's topic is mycorrhiza and the other rest of the subtopics of the biofertilizers. As we have already seen the nitrogen fixing bacteria and certain organism, as well as the phosphate mobilizing substances, as well as the mycorrhiza. So mycorrhiza, you can say that it is an infected root system. So it is, you can say that mycorrhiza is an infected root system, and it is normally arising from the roots of the seeded. कोई ही root seeded plant के root से वो arise होता है. And the word mycorrhiza is derived from the Greek meaning, that is fungus root. Fungus root. So mycorrhiza, that is derived from the Greek word, that is the meaning of the Greek meaning is fungus root, and the symbiotic association between the plant roots and the fungal mycelia is termed as the mycorrhiza. So here we can find out a symbiotic association between the plant roots and fungus can be seen here. So here we can find out the symbiotic association. Symbiotic association between the roots of the plant plus the fungi. So next, coming up to the types of fungi, normally this mycorrhiza may be two types. Maybe mycorrhiza, you know that it is a fungus root association. It may be divided into two types. So you can say that there are two major types of mycorrhiza, that is ectomycorrhiza and the endomycorrhiza. When we say ecto, means these are commonly seen in the woody plants such as pines. ये जो एक्टोमाइकोरिजा होता है, एसोसिएशन होता है, ये नॉर्मली जो भी है फॉरेस्ट ट्रीज में देखा जाता है, कॉनिफर्स में देखा जा सकता है. सो यू कैन से दैट these are commonly seen in the woody plants such as pines, eucalyptus, etc. etc. And the ectomycorrhizal जो रूट का एसोसिएशन होते हैं आर जनरली दे आर शॉर्ट, swollen and dichotomously branched. Dichotomously branched means the end is divided into two. End is divided into two. That is why they are said to be the dichotomously branched. So one or the another way you can say that these are certain type of fungus which are present outside the host. Consider if this is a plant and these are the roots. So these are the certain fungus which are present outside the root, and then they form a association between the root and the plants. That's why they are said to be ectomycorrhiza. बट व्हेन वी कॉल इट एज एंडोमाइकोरिजा, तो एक ऐसा प्रकार का एसोसिएशन है जहाँ के फंगस का जो एसोसिएशन होता है, दे फंगस दे आर प्रेजेंट ऑन दी इनसाइड द होस्ट प्लांट के कॉर्टेक्स रीजन या फिर सेल रीजन में उनका प्रेजेंस देखा जा सकता है. सो दीज आर सेड टू बी, दे प्रोड्यूस ए माइसीलियम इनसाइड द रूट ऑफ द प्लांट. दैट्स व्हाई दे आर सेड टू बी द एंडोमाइकोरिजा. So ectomycorrhiza, these fungi produce plant growth substance. ये जो fungi जो कि which are present outside the plant roots. So what they do is that कि they produce the growth substance. कुछ ऐसे growth substances produce करते हैं, and these जो growth होता है, this induce the morphological alteration in the roots and causing short dichotomously branching. Or you can say that the fungi, they produces or induce certain morphological alteration, कुछ morphological alteration bring about करते हैं, और जिसके कारण क्या होता है, roots जो होते हैं host के, they are dichotomously branched. Next, coming up to the endomycorrhiza. So these are the accepted fungi form the vesicular arbuscular mycorrhiza. As we have already studied about the worm, if you remember, so worm is one of the example of the endomycorrhiza. Endomycorrhiza. So you can find out the fungus association or the fungus mycelium inside the रूट ऑफ द होस्ट. होस्ट के रूट के कॉर्टिकल रीजन में हम देख सकते हैं उनका प्रेजेंस. सो दीज आर द एसोसिएशन, दे आर प्रेजेंट इनसाइड द रूट्स ऑफ द host plant. So you can say that worm that is vesicular arbuscular mycorrhiza. So worm stands for vesicular arbuscular mycorrhiza. एक ऐसा टाइप ऑफ फंगई है जो कि इज द मोस्ट कॉमन. ये जो common, like you can say that it is one of the most common type of fungus, and normally they are associated with the roots, and useful symbiotic association exists in the nature. So a best example of the most, you can say that best example of fungus and the root association can be seen, and that can be mostly seen in the worm, vesicular arbuscular mycorrhiza. What they do is that they enhance the plant growth. वो plant का growth जो है उनको enhance करता है, ये बढ़ावा देता है by selective absorption of immobile elements. जो कि already soil में कुछ तो immobile element present होते हैं, उनको क्या करते हैं, उनको absorb करके plant को available करके देता है. So how do they enhance the plant growth? By selective absorption of the immobile elements. कुछ ऐसे elements soil में present होते हैं जो कि as it is रखे रहते हैं, but that has got no use to the plant. So what it does, it makes this element mobilized form में, it makes it available to the plants. They are such as phosphorus, zinc and copper. So these are certain substance which is required by the plants for the growth. So what it does, it makes this substance available to the roots of the plant. And the mobile elements such as, you can say that sulfur, calcium, phosphorus, potassium, iron, magnesium, chlorine, bromine and nitrogen. These are certain mobile elements. So it makes the plant to absorb both the immobile as well as the mobile elements, and that's why the plant, they used to grow or enhance the growth of the plant. So just now we have seen what is mycorrhiza and what are the two types of the mycorrhiza or the fungus and root association. And one more point to be noted is that the accepted fungi form, that is vesicular arbuscular mycorrhiza. ये जो है vesicular arbuscular mycorrhiza जो है, this is the most acceptable form of fungi and is the most common and useful symbiotic association existing in the nature. So always remember that it is the most common and useful symbiotic association existing in the nature. So now coming up to the benefits of mycorrhiza. So it has got many benefits. It enhances the growth of a plant. So you can say that they enhance the growth of plant. Not only this, they enhance the selective absorption of certain immobile elements as well as the mobile elements. And you can also say that they improve the biological nitrogen fixation of the legume and also improve the nodule formation. मतलब nodule का formation को improve करता है. They are good contributor of soil stability. Soil की stability को maintain करके रखता है. stability. So it maintains the soil stability. They decrease the transplant stock to the seedlings. So in this way you can say that there are certain benefits of this mycorrhiza. So one must go for this also as a biofertilizer. Next, coming up to the organic fertilizer. So what do you mean by organic fertilizers? So certain fertilizers which are made from the waste of plants and animals, they are said to be the organic, which are organic in nature and can be used as a fertilizer. They are said to be the organic fertilizers. So in the simple sense, you can say that organic fertilizers are the fertilizers derived from the animal or vegetable matter. So any fertilizer which is derived from the animal or the vegetable matter, then they are said to be the organic fertilizers. And they are naturally occurring organic fertilizers. एक ऐसे type of fertilizers होते हैं जो कि naturally nature में exist करता है, and they may include manure, they can include slurry, they include worm casting, peat, seaweeds and humic acid. So organic fertilizers, may include all these different types of the organic matter. And next is a processed organic fertilizers. You can say that there are 2 to 3 different type of organic fertilizers. One may be the naturally, the first one is said to be the naturally occurring organic fertilizers, and the second one is said to be the processed organic fertilizers. So just now we have seen what is organic fertilizers. You know that these are the fertilizers which are you can say that they are basically organic in nature, and they may include manure, slurry, worm, etc. That is worm casting, etc. But processed organic fertilizers, they include the blood meat, bone meal, humic acid and amino acids and the seaweed, etc. So processed organic fertilizers, these are the fertilizers which are made from the bone meal or blood meal, etc., etc. So one can say that processed organic fertilizers are the fertilizer which can be attained after the processing of the organic matter. जब हम organic matter को process करते हैं, उसके बाद एक fertilizer तैयार करते हैं, mainly for a certain objectives. So consider if a certain dog is given a pedigree, so it will be mixed with any type of blood meat, or so you can say that these are the fertilizers which are processed. That's why they are said to be the processed organic fertilizers. So here is a picture where you can see that it is nothing but the fertilizer which is made from the vegetables, yeah, plant, or the you can say that plant waste are used as a fertilizer. So these are nothing but the plant waste or the kitchen waste which can be used as a fertilizer. Next is what are the different sources of organic fertilizers. You know that the main sources of the organic fertilizers, they are, first one, that is the animal. So animal is the main source of the organic fertilizer. And animal sources may include normally the यूरिया इंक्लूड करता है. It may include the sewage, it may include the sludge. So these are the sources of the animal sources for the organic fertilizer. Next is the plant source. You know that plant, it is again a source of the organic fertilizer, and it covers almost all crops are grown to enrich the soil as a green manure. Every type of crop can be used as a green manure. As well as these plants or the waste plants, they can be used as a, you can say that, fertilizers, and because they contain normally the phosphorus in when they decompose into the soil and makes this phosphorus or sodium available to the plant or nitrogen available to the plant. So you can say that the sources of organic fertilizer may be the animal, plant, and one more source that is said to be the minerals. So naturally mined powdered limestone, here limestone, या फिर you can say that mined rock phosphate or sodium nitrate are the sources of inorganic substances के sources होते हैं, and then when they are mixed with this organic content they can be act as a mineral organic fertilizers. So when the minerals matters, when they are added to the fertilizers, then they are said to be the mineral fertilizers. So in this way we can say that the organic fertilizers may be divided into the three types, that may be animal based on the sources, that is animal, plant and minerals. So when the animal waste can be used as a fertilizer, then it is said to be a source. If it is animal, that is said to be animal fertilizers, plant fertilizers, and the minerals when most of the content of the mining, you can say they are consisting of the minerals. So when these minerals, when they are mixed with the certain naturally occurring substances, then they act as a fertilizers. So in this way we have covered all the topics inside the biofertilizers, not only the nitrogen fixing bacteria या nitrogen fixing biofertilizer, but also the phosphate mobilizers, also the mycorrhiza and the organic fertilizers. So with this we have covered the portion of the biofertilizers. So still if you have any doubt regarding the portion, you can ask to me anytime. Thank you for watching.